We're hiding under the porch. It's so hot. Sweat is trickling from the sandy tips of Iggy's hair and zigzagging over his freckles, mixing with the tears that keep sneaking out of his rust-colored eyes. He's trying not to cry. He never cries anymore, not even in front of me. But today, Daddy said he was going to kill Iggy. And today, we believe him. He'll never find us here, Iggy, I say. When I touch his arm, I notice how small and white my hands look. My fingers tremble at my bold-faced lie. Still, I say it again, he'll never find us here, Iggy. I lie partly for Iggy, partly for me. Maybe Daddy won't find us, you never know, but deep down I know the truth. Daddy always finds us. We can hear him in the house, calling for us in his thunder voice. Mara, Iggy! The way he says our names makes them sound like cuss words. If we were close enough, we could smell the whiskey on his breath and see the bulging vein in his forehead. Bars of sunlight fall like slices of heaven between the slats of the porch above us, and dust swirls in the light. To me, it looks like a golden cloud. I'm just going to do it, sis, Iggy says. I'm just going to go out there and knock the shit out of him. No, Iggy, no, I say, because last time he tried that, Daddy nearly killed him. Granted, he was 6 inches shorter and had a whole lot less muscle then, but still the thought of losing my brother scares me more than anything in the world. He's my only safe place. I'd die without him. Don't go, Iggy, I say, and he thinks for a minute. I grab his hand and we catch some dust between our fingers. After a moment, he says, fine. The sweet smell of the corn that's ready to be harvested, and the musty smell of the mist rising from the river on the other side of the fields wafts in on the breeze, and we just lie there, watching the sunlight falling over our hands, noticing how they fit together so perfectly. I watch my skin glow, thinking, maybe I'm an angel sent from God to protect Iggy, because God knew what a screwed up family he lived in. When I was a little girl, they told us that angels have big, strong hands and fiery swords that they can use to vanquish all their foes. They told us no man on earth or demon from hell can stand up before the power of those flaming swords. But I feel like an angel with small hands and no sword. I didn't lose the fucking hammer, sis, Iggy says. Of course he didn't. I know that. Who doesn't know that? What would he want with Daddy's old hammer anyway, for God's sake? I grab his hand and I say, Iggy, you're not the reason Daddy gets mad. He was born mad. I hate him for not seeing how good you are. We just huddle together on the musty earth, listening to the whisper of our breathing and the stomp of Daddy's boots as he searches heaven and hell and everywhere in between for the sad likes of his wife's bastard son. Mama once told me, sure enough, your brother is a gentle giant. She took a long drag of her cigarette. But someday, you mark my words, someday your brother is going to snap. Someday when your daddy gives him what for, your brother is going to give it right back to him. You just watch out for that day. She seemed hopeful when she said it. Smiled a little secret smile. Remembering her words now, I feel anything but hopeful. I pray today isn't that day. Above us, the screen door slams. Did you hear that, sis? Iggy says. When he talks, his breath is low and raspy, like he swallowed a swarm of bees. Daddy's thunder gets closer. He's outside now, His boots stomp on the porch above us. Iggy, is that you? He bellows, and we can see the waffle prints on his boot soles overhead, and Iggy holds tighter to my hand. You get out here now, boy. I'll whip you double good, Daddy shouts. Iggy looks at me, and I kiss his cheek. My eyes beg him to keep his mouth shut. Iggy starts to roll away from me, and he says, I'm under here, Daddy. No, Iggy, no, I say. And Daddy looks under the porch. I am not sure if he is a man or a demon as he stares at Iggy. That blue vein is bulging. You've been hiding from me, boy? He says, when he grabs Iggy by the arm and yanks him from his hiding place. I wish I had my fiery angel sword, but I have only my small hands. So I crawl out too, and I stand there trembling while Daddy stares Iggy down, breathing hot and heavy and slow. Daddy's holding a warped 2x4. You've been hiding from me, boy? He says again. Iggy balls up his fist, and he looks right back at Daddy, straight into his dead eyes. I can't believe how brave he is. I didn't lose your hammer, Daddy, he says. The bees are still buzzing in Iggy's throat, long and low. Come again, Daddy says, and he lifts the 2x4. Iggy's face has that hard look, the one he had the day when he almost fought back. He raises his fist, and for a moment I feel hopeful. I think he's gonna knock Daddy straight into forever. The 2x4 slams into the side of Iggy's head, and Daddy drops the 2x4. Iggy groans and stumbles backward, and he falls to the ground in a heap like a pile of dirty old laundry. And Daddy's fists whistle and whip through the air, finding Iggy's face and his back and his freckled hands when he holds them up to stop the blows. Everything is happening so fast I can't remember which part of Iggy Daddy hit last, and I can't tell which part he's going to hit next, and I can't tell where the blood is coming from, and I can't tell who's screaming no, me or Iggy. Then Daddy's footsteps fade into the house, and he's gone. Iggy is curled up in the grass. I wonder if he's dead. My scream gets caught in my throat, coming out as a hoarse whisper, Iggy. I stare at my brother's bloody face, his twisted hands, and the stillness of his eyelids. Iggy! His body lurches, and he starts to shake and sob. He's not dead. The blood that's pumping down his cheek is hot and fresh and alive, and I'm thankful for that. So thankful. I race to his side, and I hold him, and I say, I hate you, Daddy. I hate you, Daddy. We just cuddle together until the sun falls behind the low rolling hills, casting orange light over the cornfields and the golden grass. Daddy's boots stop stomping. We know he's hiding now the way he does after his hitting is done. We know he will pass out soon. We know he won't come out again until morning.